Hi everybody, Jim Hahn, Catholic Life Insurance Counselor, back with you with video 3 of 7 and the uses for life insurance. We're talking about different ways to use life insurance. We've talked about final expenses, taking care of those. We've talked about paying off debts and the importance of that. Today we're going to talk about replacing income, replacing the financial contribution that somebody makes to the family that's lost when they pass away. If something happens to me or something happens to my wife, that's a huge financial impact for our family. So we want to make sure that that is taken care of. We want to replace the income that this person provides so that the family can continue to live the lifestyle that they're accustomed to. There's going to be some changes, obviously, but we want to make that as smooth as possible and not have to worry about the financial part of it. Let them be able to grieve, let them be able to process and to move on, right? You never get over it, but you can get through it. So life insurance can be used to replace income. Now, if you think back to our previous videos when we talked about the cost of final expenses, somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000 in Ohio, and the average debt of the American household somewhere around $139,000, that adds up to roughly $150,000, right? If you Google the average payout of a life insurance policy, the death benefit, if you will, of a life insurance policy, you'll find that in 2015, the average death benefit payout was $160,000. That's really not much at all. And it's not. If you think about those final expenses and paying off the debts, you have $10,000 left over. If you're only making $10,000 a year, well, we're good. If not, we need to replace the income. We also learned that the average income for the American household is around $59,000. A lot of people make more, a lot of people make less, but we're going to work with that number right now, $59,000. So if I have young kids and I want to be able to provide the lifestyle that they have now for the next 10, 15, 20 years, I need to figure out how much I want that life insurance to pay and how long. So how much and how long are the two big questions you really need to ask yourself. So if you're making 59,000, we'll say 60 for the ease of calculating. You're making $60,000 a year. You have a child who's 8 years old. You want it to pay till that child is 18. You want to make sure the family continues to get the money. Well, then we're going to have a $600,000 policy that will be able to pull from and continue to get the finances through there. We want to be able to replace that income. And that's a simplified version. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but it's something that everyone needs to look at because it's great to have the final expenses paid off. It's great to have the debts paid off and a clean slate. But if we're accustomed to bringing in $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month, and that's cut in half or more, it's all gone. We want to be able to replace that. And again, with term insurance, it's very inexpensive. That's why it's inexpensive, so we can buy a lot of it. We can do all of those things. And most of the time when I go out to meet with families, we do all three, the first three of those things: final expenses, debt, and replacing income with one policy, right? We want to make sure all those important things are taken care of. Next videos, we'll talk about other things you can do with it, but those are the three most important things that we need to focus on when we're looking at life insurance. Again, if you have any questions, you want to give me a call, you want to have a cup of coffee, I'm happy to do that. 740-324-0702, or just email me, hanjamesm@gmail.com. Until next time, we'll see you. God bless.